at that. All darkness. Huh? No street lights. Totally dark. You tell me at 6:30, 6:40, is this safe? Is this what Sabah is all about? Look at that. You can only see lights on the streets. But here in the walk path, total darkness. Is this what it's supposed to be? Huh? No street lights. Look at that. All the street lights. Look at that. All the street lights are off. What a dangerous place for ladies to walk. Look at that. People have to use torchlights to walk. Huh? And what a disgrace, you know. Disgrace is the word. Look at that. Total darkness. Alright, you would think this is eclipse. Total darkness. Is this acceptable? If it's acceptable to you, it's shameful. Everyone, and you would have noticed that I have removed the post regarding one of the most, to me, after 36 years of being here in Sabah. You know, recently there were reports in the newspapers about a promise of building a cancer hospital here, a promise of getting what's called a PET scan here, all focused on cancer, and then also a heart hospital, a heart center, all about disease. And to me, as a plastic surgeon, I have removed my post regarding the most tragic occurrence of a beautiful walk path here in Kota Kinabalu, which to me is totally ironical, and it is just the complete opposite of what well-being, welfare, health, life, livelihood all means to an individual. I say this with a very broken heart, because I've removed all the postings because nobody bothers. I've been posting and talking about this every evening when I come for my walk, and as I'm going to show you now and reverse the camera of all these cracks, and I've said repeatedly, we are a fractured nation, fractured in every sense of the word, fractured in mind, fractured in mindset, fractured in thinking, fractured everything about polemics of trying to win the hearts of people the wrong way. Where if you want to measure the yardstick of the health of a nation is the health of the people. And why is this gentleman, you know, all, let me just quickly, why are they all bypassing? Look at this, okay? For example, can you see? For them, it's just jogging over. And I've said this many times. One of the most beautiful sights here in Kota Kinabalu is when you can spend the evening right here by what is called the Likas Bay. It's a tragedy. But here, I'm talking about a fractured nation. And why is it that not even one person, let me just reverse it again, that not even one person has replied or seen the right authorities, because I'm not going to do it. I have served this state for 36 years, and there are hundreds and hundreds of people, foreigners, who walk on this walk path, and they are not concerned. 9 out of 10 people who I questioned them, are you Sabahan? Yes. I've questioned them, would you join me to say a few words about why this is, state of this is such? And they say no need, no need. So what to do? But what I'm trying to say is that the country, the state, the nation is focused on disease. All right, what is it so much to build give 18 million to build a heart center focused on disease, when you can create a livelihood of health and well-being by focusing on getting this pathway done, so that people of all ages can come and enjoy this walk path, so it'll be the best, the hallmark. Look at the rubbish, you know, whenever there is any festival or whatever, you see the amount of rubbish thrown on the sides, the basic sense of civic mindedness. That's the word I want, civic consciousness of what happens here. So it's no point, and this is my last video that I'm going to post, because nobody bothers. So when nobody bothers, and the characteristic and the mindset of the people who walk on this path, whoever has read all these postings before, if the character and the mindset is why bother, then nothing can be done. You can give all the money in the world to this state, build a heart center, give a PET scan, all focused on disease, but nobody can rush and get this repaired. Billions, millions are coming in. Surely they can spend a few million to get this walk path and make it a hallmark of the state. So this is a final video that I'm going to do, and I'm going to walk with you and just show you the cracks in case you missed it. But this is acceptable to the people, to the state, to the leaders, to the chief minister. I hope somebody sends this to him because I know him, and it's all on deaf ears. Okay, so it's sad, but that's the character of the nation. It is a fractured nation. So by giving and trying to stir the people that I care for a state because I can give them millions to build a heart center, it's on disease. Why can't they focus on health, welfare, livelihood, and bring in a breath of fresh air? What am I going to say? A breath of fresh air to the joy of coming on after work and spending a day walking by such a beautiful, right by the sea, a scene that meets the eye, and it's such a beautiful place to be. So here we go. This is one aspect. This is the final. You see, it's all cracked. And how can you walk on this? How can children walk on this? Okay, but this is acceptable. This is acceptable. It's acceptable to walk over it. Yeah, so you can see. So you can bring in millions and try to stir the hearts of the people on disease. But why can't they focus on the well-being and health of a state? Yeah, and so going over the cracks. Okay, so this is the life of a nation, and so that's the reason why you can walk over everything and camouflage yourself, all right, without knowing the truth. And this is what I mean by a fractured nation, where just accepting it is normal. Try and do this in a Western country. See whether Australia, New Zealand, all the foreign countries in Europe. You won't see this in Europe. I interviewed a Caucasian, a man from Austria, and he said, you will never see this in Austria. Never. Even in Korea, you will never see a walk path like this. Never. So as you can see, a major fracture, and here we have people jogging for health, crossing over. It's normal because you don't look down, you look up. Normal. Yeah. This is now no more a walk path. This is a path for motorcyclists. You can see the street lights are not working, and this is in the dark of the night, and you can see that the light from the road are just totally gone. There's no light at all, and the street lights don't work. Okay, so people are just jogging over it. It's normal, but look at that. Street lights are not working. Who's bothered? Who is bothered? See, who is bothered? So in the evenings, they bring their children, and they have to cycle over all these cracks, and so it's just part of life, isn't it? The children grow up to accept that this is the way. This is normal for them to accept that these cracks are part of life. What a tragedy. What a tragedy. And what a beautiful... It breaks my heart, no? Looks like I'm the only one who feels it that way. Only one.